We rolling? Huh? Huh? What's going on, everybody? George Osei back at it again with another video. This time, we are going to review the latest Clipse album, Let God Sort 'em Out. And if you're new here, I like to do a track by track breakdown of every song on the album. And then I'll have my final thoughts at the end, and then I'll tell you some of the songs that stood out. And without further ado, hold up. Let me get my banner up. Hey, alrighty. Also, you'll find this review on honestylieshere.blog. And let's get into the album cover. Very interesting. It's like a puppet in a sense. I don't know if you can fully see my screen. Can I do a full screen of this, John? Yeah, it's like a puppet with little hands and skeletons. Bare, bare bones right here with the matching gloves. One is off white and one is pink. I don't know if y'all can see that. Uh, Very interesting. So let's get into the first song, The Birds Don't Sing. This album starts off heavy. We talk about death. Opening up a anticipated album about your mother passing away, and then rapping about some of the final conversations with her, some of her insights on marriage, about mother telling Malice that, hey, I wish I fought harder in this marriage. John Legend is on the hook, and I am not a fan of John Legend whatsoever. But I can't complain here. He does all right, and that's saying a lot because I'm not a fan of Homie at all. Then the mother passes away. What's the next worst thing that can happen? Your father passes away. And Malice talks about he's very thankful that he was able to get his dad's blessing to start rapping again before he passed away. So we're getting guilt-free raps from Malice is uh what's about to be delivered to us. Next song we have here is Chains and Whips. Woo! A complete pivot right here, man. A lot of braggadocious rap on here. The guitar riffs are damn near perfect, I think. Uh, and it had to be right. They just made a super sad the track before, so I'm glad that we're getting good production, a lot of slick talking. Like this is some elite level rapping on here for sure. And the Maz wants to let us know that we not really bragging if you that's what you think. You know, we could be talking about something way worse than just bragging. Dig. Um, this beat though, I really, really liked, and it kind of reminds me of No Church in the Wild, but still some uniqueness to it. I think Pharrell does a great job with this one. Oh, and Kendrick Lamar's on here, and he delivers, I believe, one of the better guest verses on this album. And Kendrick, he said he can connect with anybody. You ain't even gotta worry about him. Next song, ah, POV. This was some real gritty production right here. Pusha starts the song off just stunting on the brokies and the dorks out there. I really love the hook on here. Then Tyler the Creator. I'm a fan of Tyler the Creator over here, but he puts his foot in this beat. And one thing about being a fan of Tyler is that he is a huge Neptune's Pharrell fan, and he on one of Tyler's albums, I want to say Cherry Bomb, he tries his best to emulate Pharrell, and I thought he did a pretty good job. And this beat fits Tyler perfectly. Yet they throw a beat switch on here, flawless. Malice stunts, man. He stunts on this right here. You're gonna hear a lot of Malice stunting on this track right here. And Alice, he just has some insight, man. He's like, yo, dog, I've been on both sides of the rap game. And he admits that you gotta tap into a dark side to hang. Next song, what we got here? So be it. Yes. The Clipse, they want to be treated like royalty. Both guys rapping is just again elite rapping. You know, Malice even talks about leverage and options. Like I'm talking like elite. You know, they dropped so many gems on here. Like one of them was like, as long as she like beautiful, she'll never be hungry. And I gotta say, if you ever see a homeless, attractive woman, it's either one of two things. She's either incredibly crazy or on drugs, or she's just too prideful to sell box. Ain't no in betweens. We got next Ace Trumpets. Ooh, Pusha was talking slick on this song right here. Super slick. And then for whatever reason, Malice comes on here and brings up this hypothetical situation where if he was at an award show and someone had the audacity to come up and try to slap him in public, there will be retaliation. No shots though. No shots. We got next. All things considered, uh this is another song gets quite insightful. I believe Pusha shows some vulnerability on here. And it's almost 8 Mile-ish where he's like, I'm just exposing myself because he knows the snakes. No, because he knows how low them snakes are willing to go. And then Pharrell, this is I think he's doing a lot of singing on here, but this song here, um, he in his bravado bag on this song right here. Like he is and it's well deserved. I ain't gonna front. It's well deserved. You know, he does a great job. Uh Malice, you know, talks about some more vulnerabilities with the trap game. And he says something deep too, like you can lose more than just your life in these streets, you know, because you blowing that money fast. And I think Dream is on the hook. Dream, he acted like, yo, we about to go to war. I don't get it, but hey, I gotta say, I like the vibe. What we got next here? Ah, MTBTTF. Mike Tyson blow to the face. Uh, this song I think starts off with acapella, if I remember correctly, and then when that beat drops, it's like incredibly satisfying. um, this song it gives that '90s vibe, that that Wu Tang Forever vibe. You know, can't get mad at that. Next, we got EBITDA, which in the financial world means earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, amortization. If you're into that, but this is that the electric motor and the Rolls Royce music right here, man. Like they are absolutely stunting on the brokies on this song, man. Like, and then they're like, we're doing this because we just can't settle for less. How can you hate on these things, bro? You can't hate. FICO, man. What's your credit like? Real, real crafty song right here, man. Like they at this point of the album, you like, yo, these two just love the fact that they're back making music together, right? Like, like you can't sit here and be like, these people hate this. Like, you feel the pure happiness at this point in the album right here, and it's great. It's great, man. And of course, FICO check your credit here on this song. They check your credit, credibility, street cred, before they do any business with you. And then shout out to Malice talk about the Glock 27 and that 40 cal, man. Salute to him. We got next. Inglorious Bastards. More of that mafioso music right here. Um, love Ab Libo on here. Compare moving weight to pimping. And then they have these like DJ clue drops. Like you just feel like this is like the flyest shit ever right here, man. Like turn this up, man. Next is what we have here. So far ahead. Okay. Um grimy. Grimy bars about the game. Like they another one of them introspective songs where they essentially say, man, if you don't have a plan, you might as well be a foolish person. You know what I'm saying? Like they even bring up one of them rappers who they believe didn't plan well enough, and he ended up losing his life at a restaurant. Um, but then what's so funny is they talk about when you plan ahead and you start getting success, people gonna think that you got lucky, that you was just an overnight success, man. It's crazy. But hey, Malice, he's preaching on here, man. All things achieved by the grace of God. Shout out to him. And the hook here is choirish. Like you're listening to a trap hymn right now. Uh ah, let God sort them out slash chandeliers. Let God sort them out. Hey, that's the name of the album. This the bars on here are really rude, and shout out to the movie Heat. You never seen that? Must watch right there. But the way this production is going, like your head gonna be nodding like you fiend out right now. Like you took a good hit at that Betty Crocker while listening to this. And then both brothers go back and forth like kissing styles, man. And their voices sound real similar. So to me personally, I felt like they were just messing with my brain because I was like, I couldn't tell who was who on this song right here because of the way they were rapping. And then Nas with his own beat on the beat switch comes on here and he just basically keep it simple, man. He's like, yo, man, let's talk about these new milestones that we have achieved or we haven't achieved yet, man. Just always thinking better and greater. Always try to outdo yourself. Next, I think the last song, excuse me, on the album, by the grace of God. This the beat on here, it was almost as if it was like should have been on a spy movie of some sort, like that 007 music, you know what I mean? but the bars are dark too, man. You know, the clips they just reflecting on those that have left us, you know, and how much of a blessing it is that they did what they did without being thrown in jail. You know, like and the stressfulness of certain transactions as they was doing what they had to do out here, man. So my conclusion, I gotta say it was quite bold to start an album off talking about death. And good or bad, maybe the sequencing of the album was a little bit strange, but the rapping, the rapping was just top notch, bro. It's top notch. Like the clips bring out the best out of each other and everybody they work with. You know, like me, I ain't the biggest fan of Pharrell. Sometimes I think he get a little too carried away. But on here, for the most part, he stay in his lane. You know, I'm like, yo, this is the best I can get from Pharrell right here. You know, and because the two have had quote unquote a long break, you know, they feel like their peers have disrespected them since they haven't been putting out music. And they set the record straight early and often. But they add some insight too, man. It's not all about setting the record straight. These are teachable people, and they talk about what it takes to become the person you choose to be. And when you are growing just to find yourself, it's interesting how much conflict you have to go through just trying to find yourself. But these guys are rich, man. They said no problem is big enough where you can't keep your lawyers on retainer. I want them problems, man. Uh, this is probably a small nitpicky part, but I'm not feeling all this love for these EV vehicles, man. I'm a gas guzzler. Pause. Pause. But you know, when they not talking about, you know, the drug dealing, coke rap, you know, you're getting a real mature sound from these two, you know, and it's not like overly preachy. Matter of fact, they couldn't care less about those beneath them. You know, like this whole album is for people who like to overachieve. Again, production excellent. Pharrell, Pharrell at one point was bending them sounds. You know that he made you feel like this is what it's like to be hooked on dope. You know, this is what I feel like to want to sell dope out here. like, like you think you can sell dope as well as these guys, and I'm here to say you can't. You can't do that. And I believe this is kind of like an ode to the purple tape, aka only built for Cuban links, man. So again, fantastic job by the Clipse. What we got here to round this up? The standouts. Okay. Um. Well, we come on now. Chains and whips. You know, I think a lot of people like this one. POV. Uh, Inglorious Bastards. Love FICO. Uh, MTB TTF. All right. Let God sort them out. Chandeliers. By the grace of God. And of course, the birds don't sing. Okay. I think that's it. So, all right. Got nothing more to say. George Osei, wherever you see this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back soon.